I was gonna say, bro. Said to you guys that both that this fight was a fight out of desperation is because neither of you guys can think of a pay-per-view that that Top Rank can make for this year.
That Top Rank can make for this
Top
year?
Rank, yeah.
Which was in house?
But the thing is,
are you asking what's in the house, or are you talking about making some networking deals across the street, which they just did with PBC?
That is a realistic. So, for example, right now, Errol Spence.
You ain't answer my question.
No,
so I can answer your question.
No, I'm going to. When I mean, I have to say in-house because that's the only way I can say a realistic fight. So a realistic pay-per-view fight, that they can make, because this is a realistic because it's in-house. So if we're gonna use that as a reference, let's say in-house.
Valdez Burchelt 2. Be big.
That's pay-per-view.
For their platform, which is ESPN Plus, getting that monthly subscription. That's pay-per-view S for them, which is
a Shane.
Whatever it is.
Shane, Top Rank is not really known for pay-per-views.
That's what I'm saying. They're subscription based.
Why I said that was because you brought up the reference of Tyson Fury and Wilder. And Tyson Fury and Wilder was a big fight. So I'm gonna name some fights. Errol Spence versus Ugas.
But that's traditional pay-per-view.
Wait. Let me explain my point. Canelo versus Charlo. Usyk versus AJ. Devin Haney versus Kambosos. Let me think of some. Name me a fight Top Rank can make that surpasses or is on that level of those fights that I've just named now.
But you're mixing the question though. When I brought up Tyson Fury, the topic was the bag.
No,
the topic was the bag. That was the topic.
I'm talking about desperation.
I know that's two separate questions. That's two separate questions.
My question was when I said, let me tell you why I said that Top Rank are desperate. And I'm asking you, name me a fight that surpasses or on an equivalent level as what you just named.
I'm gonna answer that. But you brought up me and Tyson Fury. You said I mentioned Tyson Fury, and I said that was a separate conversation because we were talking about Shakur being the bag.
No, let me tell you what you said. This is exactly what you said. Top Rank of the Fury and Wilder fight was recent, so Top Rank aren't desperate. That's what you said.
They're not desperate because they're not pay-per-view based. They're not desperate because they're not pay-per-view based.
Wait. Tell me a fight that surpasses or is on an equivalent level to the fights that they can make.
Top Rank can make right now.
Yeah, in terms of building up traction and attention for the fans.
They're on a lower level because they're not pay-per-view based.
Neither is DAZN.
Yeah, but a lot of these stuff, but DAZN subscription base is more popular than ESPN Plus's.
But Top Rank
in terms of boxing. But
Top Rank is supposed to be one of the biggest promotional companies in the world. Yes or no?
Yes, but this is the point. But Shane, you're talking desperation. Hold on, real quick, Log, and I'm gonna let you go. Hold on, real quick, and I'm gonna let you go. You're saying Top Rank is desperate. You cannot come off of a Fury Wilder 3 fight and say that they're desperate. It was the biggest fight of the year. You can't say that they're desperate right now. It's January. It's January, Shane.
And I'm asking you a question. In 2022, what fight can they make? That's gonna be because, bro, that it's moving forward. It's a business.
Yeah, go ahead, Vlog. Go ahead.
I just want to respond to him saying they one of the biggest base promotions. It's not that they themselves are a big base promotion. It's who they link with. They link with the Walt Disney. They got all the satellites and whoop-de-whoop. That's what makes them elite. It's not actually their cards, and it's not actually their actual roster of fighters. It's who they're connected to that gives them this allure of being the biggest promotion in boxing.
Okay, Blunt and Jeff, is Top Rank not competing with Matchroom and Al Heyman's company, whatever you want to call it. Yes or no?
Competition.
Yes. And
yes.
Okay. Can they come up with a fight that surpasses the fights that I've just named?
But Shane, you're talking. Shane,
you're not analyzing it that way.
But Shane, you're talking about. See, and Shane, you can't get this to me on camera because I talked to you off camera.
Bro,
you're talking about. Hold on, Shane. You're talking about a 2-month run. You're talking about a 2-month run. Am I correct? You're talking about the zone going on a 2-month run. Am I correct?
I'm talking about the zone having the potential to make big fights this year. That's what I'm talking about.
Over a 2-month run.
Don't have to be
the same thing. Over a 2-month run, right?
I'm talking about the zone having more potential over the course of the year. Over the course of the year.
You are specifically talking about a 2-month run.
Because those are the fights that's been made. Those are the fights that's been made.
Right, over a 2-month run. So I'll give you this. The zone has that over the next 2 months. They can go on a 4 or 5 fight run over a 2-month span that's gonna trump everybody. That's gonna trump the zone. I mean, it's gonna trump Top Rank and it's gonna trump PBC as well.
It won't trump PBC because PBC have big fights coming.
Not bigger than what the zone could put on in that 2-month gap.
I know
that. And you know that, but that's what I'm saying. But you're saying it as if they're gonna go on a whole year run, bro. That's a 2-month run. They're gonna go through that 2-month run, right? And they're gonna be right back in the same spot as PBC and Top Rank.
Okay, this is my point. If you can't put on a big fight, this year, what kind of promotional company are you? Because my point is,
are you saying Top Rank not gonna put on no big fights in 2022? Is that what
you're telling me?
No,
I'm saying the reason why they made Valdez and Shakur is because they're desperate. Because when you look at their roster that they have right now, and they're not signing fighters, they don't have the roster to make a big fight with the stable that they have right now.
I have a problem with the word that you're using. I don't have a problem with your point. I have a problem with the word that you're using. You're saying desperate.
They're desperate for a big fight.
They just came off of Loma and Teofimo. They just came off of Wilder. They came off of Wilder. And I'm talking every year they give you a fight of the year joint. That's my point. The fight of the year this year? I'm glad you said I don't know yet. I don't know yet. They could listen. Valdez Stevenson is going to be a good fight, but what if they get Loma Kambosos?
That's not fight of the year candidate, bro. That's not fight of the year candidate. That's nothing.
What?
Absolutely nothing,
bro.
None of them are pay-per-view fights. None of them are
pay-per-view based, bro. They're not pay-per-view based.
None of them are marquee names in America. None of them. And that's where they're based. None of them are.
But they're not, bro. You're trying to bring a pay-per-view type argument to a company that don't promote pay-per-view.
Okay, none of the fighters are big names in America. None of them. Loma is a big name in America.
Yes.
So I'm glad you just put this up. So when you're coming off Wilder versus Fury, and you're coming off a fight like that, your next marquee fight is going to be Kambosos versus Lomachenko. Is that what you're telling me that you're going to try to sell?
I'm telling you that because his fight against Nakatani did numbers. His fight against Comey did numbers. No, you asked me if people in the States is fucking with Loma.
Bro, I'm telling you,
his last two fights did numbers. He always do numbers on ESPN. He always do numbers.
I'm gonna tell you this, bro. If the Zone do what they do and PBC do what they do this year, Top Rank will sink. They will sink, bro. I'm telling you.
Top Rank has been around, bro. Top Rank has been around for 80 years. They're not going to sink.
Bro, you cannot sink when you have people that live off of live sports. So boxing is shown live. That's going to get numbers, period. Because people watch live events. People don't watch pre-tape programs like we used to back in the day. We couldn't wait till Martin came on Sundays. Boxing coming on Friday, boxing coming on Saturday. It's live. People, fannies gonna be in the seats. So if you got the connection to be able to provide a live feed, you're gonna always be active. Now you're saying desperate as far as big fights. Not desperate. They don't have a lot of big fights that can be made. They have a few, but not a lot compared to the other ones mentioned. So
when I look at
you're too hard on them right now.
When I look at the last 2 years of Top Rank, the last 2 years of Top Rank has actually been it's been almost non-existent in terms of the fights that actually make a difference, other than Wilder and Fury, Teofimo Lopez and Loma. And I'm looking at the trajectory of the way they are moving, and I'm looking at the way PBC are moving, and the fights that they're looking to make this year in the likes of Charlo Castano, Canelo Charlo, Errol Spence unification, Tank Davis. I'm looking at these dudes and I'm saying, wow, they're making some steps. I'm looking at the zone. I don't even need to go through what the zone have done and what they're going to do. And then I look at Top Rank and I'm going, the trajectory of where they're moving, the direction in where they're moving, I can't see how they keep up the pace in terms of providing quality fight as your opposition. Are they going to provide
pay-per-view?
Shane, you said desperation.
Yep.
You said desperate. Shane, I'm gonna tell you where you're missing the boat. I'm gonna tell you where you're missing the boat. Whenever you're talking about sports, nobody keeps the momentum all the time. So that's why I said I agree with your premise. I got a problem with the word, because that, Shane, you and I have talked off camera. Now we're gonna bring up the zone. Was the zone not ice cold 10 out of the 12 months last year?
Yes, they was.
Exactly. But did the zone get that? Would you use desperate with the zone? No.
I personally would. Would.
But even if you said that, you would have been wrong, because they about to go on a run right now.
Nope. Because they made. Let me tell you why. A lot of fights got cancelled that PBC was making, which would have made a massive difference. For one, Errol Spence versus Pacquiao. That was a mega fight. Now, the reason why I use the word desperate is because, let's say, bro, how can I say? Me and you are in a race, or three of us are in a race, bro. If you can't keep up with your opposition, and your opposition is about to get that second win and kick off even further, and you can't keep up, you're gonna go into a state of desperation, like, oh wow, I need to catch up. And I'm saying, looking at the way things are right now, I'm looking at Top Rank, and they are behind the pack. And they need something to kick them forward.
I agree with that. All I'm saying, bro, is the zone went ice cold 10 out of the 12 months out of the year. You did not use desperation not one time. But I talk to you every day. I talk to you every single day.
But they made decisions that I believe was out of desperation. So, for example, they overpaid for Teofimo Lopez and what's it called? They overpaid for Teofimo Lopez and Kambosos. They overpaid for that fight.
But you're skipping the point.
They overpaid Jojo Diaz for that Devin Haney fight.
But you're skipping the point.
No,
they went 10 out of the 12 months out the year, and you never used the word desperate with the zone.
But not one time. No, I know, but my point is, on reflection, when I look at I can see that the decisions that they made was decisions made out of desperation. Why else would you overpay? Why else would you overpay for these fights?
The zone always overpays. So you can't isolate it to just that. The zone always overpays. The zone always overpay. Eddie Hearn always overpay.
Because they've always been desperate. It's the first time that they've ever had a foothold in the American market. It's the first time.
Shane, when is the zone ever paid fair market value for anything?
They have to, because they're desperate. Because they have to.
Bro, listen to me. The zone, right? How much money was Tevin Farmer making in the zone? He was getting overpaid. Am I correct? He was getting overpaid. Am I correct?
Yep.
Demetrius Andrade, he was getting a bag, right?
Yep.
When they had Danny Jacobs, he was getting a bag, right? Every person that's been under the zone has been overpaid. Okay, they don't overpay, bro. They don't overpay because of desperation. They overpay because they overpay.
Nope. I'll tell you why, bro. when they started the zone model, they didn't have fighters. Jeff, if you are hungry and a sandwich normally costs $1, and someone sees you starving, you're gonna overpay for that sandwich, bro, because you're gonna do whatever it takes to survive. Just like they done whatever it took to survive, and overpaying was what they done.
Can I tell you where you wrong?
Go ahead, bro.
Let me tell you where you wrong. Because not only do they overpay for U.S. fighters, they overpay for their own.
Where? What do you mean?
No, everybody that's on the zone gets overpaid. Bro, they gave Triple G $100 million. They signed Triple G to $100 million.
And why? Why? Because
it wasn't, bro. It was not desperation.
When you don't have marquee names signed to your promotional company, you have to overpay because you're desperate for marquee names.
Shane, when they signed Canelo, when they signed Canelo, did they not overpay?
Because they needed him. They needed him.
But you're ducking the question. I said, did they overpay?
Yes, they did, because they needed him.
So when did they not overpay? Since the existence of the zone, when have they not overpaid?
And when have they?
Are you saying the zone has been desperate since their existence? That's what I'm asking.
Of course they have been, bro. Of course they have been.
But you're saying that now, but you didn't say desperate one time last year. You done walked into the ditch again, Shane.
No, bro, because they've always been, bro. Can I ask you a question? What's the difference between need and desperation? When you need something and being desperate, what's the difference?
It's a big ass difference.
You think there's, bro? I don't think there's a difference.
It's a bit.
I don't think there's a difference. I don't.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you. Hold on. Let me tell you. This some OG shit. This some OG shit. You need water for several things, but when your water's cut off, you're desperate. Vlog, am I lying? That's a difference. That's a difference between need and desperate. There's a difference. There's a big ass difference between the two. Big difference, bro. Big difference. All I'm saying is they have a reputation for overpaying, whether they desperate or not. They overpay. That's just what they do.
Bro. I believe that they've always been in a position. The zone since they've come in, because they needed to establish themselves. They've been in a position of inferior. They've always been inferior, so they're desperate to rise to the top. They need to get to the top, just like top rank need to get to the top, or desperate to get to the top. And because of that, when they're falling behind, they have to do things like put on a Shakur Stevenson versus Oscar Valdez, which we've all agreed that is out of character. They don't normally put on fights that's like that, and I believe that's down to, whether you want to call it desperation or need, it's an attempt to get back and keep up with PBC and the zone. That's what I believe. And I believe it's out of desperation. You guys can say it's because they need to keep up. Whatever vernacular you want to use, bro. That's how I see it, bro.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm not disagreeing with how you're viewing things. What I'm saying is we just got a difference in definition when it come down to that word. And that's really what it come down to. So I mean, yeah, Top Rank they do have to get out of character a little bit, to kind of keep up. They do got to get out of character. They got to do things they don't.
1 hour 18, Jeff. 1 hour